Good morning, everybody. This is Van Hargis with Van Hargis Horsemanship. And of course, this is the Ranch Road. I appreciate you guys joining me this morning. As we head over to the ranch today, I thought I'd visit with you in regard to a question that came up about, I guess it was more about my experience. But they said, well, you know, so many times we're watching you do certain things with horses, you make it look so easy. How do you know what to do? And yes, to a certain degree, that comes with a tremendous amount of experience. But I think that people can not necessarily gain the experience, but they can get to a certain area of their horsemanship, maybe perhaps a little sooner, if they practice a little more humility. Instead of trying to make the horse do what we think we want him to do, perhaps we should let the horse tell us what he needs from us, what we need to do. And that, I think, is the key to what I do with the horses. People ask me all the time, well, what are you going to do? And I tell them, I don't know. And you can just see this puzzled look on their face. Like, what do you mean you don't know? I mean, you're the horse trainer. You're the guy with all the experience. How do you know what to do? I said, well, I have to wait until the horse tells me what to do. In other words, I still have in my mind what I would like to get accomplished. I have in my mind what I would like to achieve with my horse at any given moment or any given training session or any given experience with the horse. I have in my mind what I would like to do, but the reality is you can't always do exactly what you want to do. I jokingly say, but yet over the years I began to realize how true this is, but I jokingly say, if you want to make God and horses laugh, tell them your plan. And I truly believe that is true, that horses don't know our plans. They don't know our ideas. Now, it doesn't mean we can't have a plan. It just means that we can't get attached to that plan, meaning that we have to be humble enough to make those adjustments in order to make the day more successful, in order to make the session more successful, in order to make the experience more successful. We have to be adaptable. I think in my case, I really go over in my mind, literally, most likely, probably thousands of times a day, what I call the 4 questions of successful horsemanship. For those of you who heard it before, I'm sorry. For those of you who haven't, listen closely, get a pen, write this down, put it in your iPad, put it in your iPhone, put it in your smartphone, whatever the case may be. But the questions are pretty darn simple, and they're very, very good at helping us achieve whatever it is that we want to achieve. And first and foremost, what do you want? In other words, what do you want to achieve? What is it that you want to do? Not necessarily way ahead in the future, but what do you want to do right now? What do you want to do right at this very moment in time with your horse in this case? The second thing is what you want fair. Let's say, I really want to do a flying lead change. But if your horse is not really ready for that yet, then that's not a really good deal. So we have to make sure that, number one, what do we want, and be very, very specific about it. Number two, that what you want is achievable. So what do you want, and is what you want achievable? Number three is, can you communicate what you want in a way that the horse can understand it? If you're dealing with people, can you communicate what you want in a way that those around you can understand it? And lastly, is what you want measurable? So I think if we just take that humility of doing that every step of the way, and quite frankly, folks, there's no accident that we named our podcast Ride Every Stride. It's because in my opinion, those 4 questions need to be applied to every moment that we spend with our horses. And as a result, the horses oftentimes get that input to tell us back what it is that we should do next. So when people ask me, how do you know what to do? I don't. I wait for the horse to tell me. And I don't mean tell me like Mr. Ed tell me. I wait for the horse to communicate to me what it is that horse needs in order to achieve what it is that I would like to achieve. So it's that humility and that desire to work with the horse and not try to make the horse go according to just my plan. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys a little bit. I hope that answers the question of how do I know what to do? Quite frankly, I don't. I really don't have a large plan. I mean, I've got an idea what I'd really like for every horse to achieve, but the reality is I literally take that step by step, session by session, and I literally try to focus on riding every stride. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys. And until next time, this is Van Hargis. Thanks again for joining me on the Ranch Road, and we hope to see you again soon. Ride every stride.